Hi everyone, and welcome to Volunteer New York's tutorial to learn how to create an opportunity. For this tutorial, we're going to learn how to create an opportunity with an individually scheduled schedule type. The individually scheduled schedule type is best for projects that require communicating with the volunteer before confirming them and determining their schedule. For instance, if you need a social media coordinator or are doing a donation drive, you would want to use an individually scheduled schedule type. The date and time specific schedule type is best for projects that occur on a particular day at a particular time. To learn how to create an opportunity for a date and time specific schedule type, please see our other video. So the first thing you're going to want to do once you're in the portal is select the Volunteer Opportunities tab from the menu on the left side of the screen. So once you select the tab, you're going to get to a screen that looks like this. This is where all the volunteer opportunities your organization has ever created are stored. To create a new opportunity, you'll want to select the Create Volunteer Opportunity button from the corner. After selecting the button, your screen's going to look like this. This is the form to fill out to create the opportunity. Remember, this schedule type is best for skills-based projects, donation drives, or any project where you need to screen the volunteers first, or the volunteer is completing the project on their own time. You're going to need to enter information into all the fields with the red star, all of which we will go through together. The first field that you're required to fill in is the opportunity name, which is usually just the title of the volunteer opportunity. The next step is to select the schedule type. For this tutorial, we are going to select the individually scheduled type. Individually scheduled opportunities are best for projects that require communicating with the volunteer before confirming them and determining their schedule. An important feature of individually scheduled opportunities is that the organization must confirm or decline the volunteer in the portal and determine the volunteer's schedule manually. And lastly, you're going to leave the registration type as express interest only. This is best for vetting the volunteers first, determining their schedule separately, or merely gathering a list of interested volunteers. The next step is to enter the project description. Volunteer New York will proofread your project description before the listing is published, so this is a space to enter any information pertaining to what the role entails and your expectations for the volunteers. Some information you may want to include is the organizational background, an overview or purpose of the role, daily tasks, benefits to the volunteer, any necessary skills or qualifications, if there's any training provided, the ideal time commitment, and the process for applying, which if there is an additional process for applying, like an application or form to fill out that is specific to your organization, you would want to include a link to that form in the project description on Volunteer New York's portal. So moving on to the next required field, the default opportunity coordinator is auto-filled by the portal system and will link to the person who is creating the opportunity in the portal. Next is the location field. To fill in the location, you're going to click inside the box, which will cause a pop-up to appear on the screen. So now if you've used this location for a past project, you'll just need to search for that location either from the list or by searching in the search box. But if this is a new location, you're going to want to click the Add a Location button. And by selecting this button, it will put the words Add a Location in the location box of the opportunity form. Then, when you finish completing the opportunity form, the next page is where you're going to enter the new location information. Next, you want to use the drop-down menu to choose the impact area that best fits with your project. Then you'll want to fill in the age requirements for your project. The minimum age box is where you want to enter the youngest age a person can be to volunteer alone, meaning no adult with them. And for the minimum age with adult section, you want to enter the youngest age a person can be to volunteer with a person who is age 18 or older. And if your project is only accepting volunteers who are 18 or older, then you're going to want to put 18 into that box. The last part of this form is the type section. This section is most commonly left as a project, which can be anything from a park cleanup to stocking a pantry. And an activity, well, that can be used for training or information sessions. And then you're going to want to click the Next button. So this part is only applicable if you selected Add a Location for the location section of the form. For this form, you only have to fill it out when it's a new location. You will just want to enter the name of the location and required address information that has a red star. I do want to point out that if your event is virtual, you can change the location type to virtual. Then you will not be required to fill in the address information. And in the special directions section, you can include any information that may be particular to the project site. For example, this could be specific parking directions or directions for where you are meeting at the site. The last step is to enter the period of time that you want volunteers to be able to express interest in this opportunity. Then you're going to click the Create button, and Volunteer New York will be notified that you created an opportunity and will review it and approve your opportunity and reach out if there are any questions. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial. I hope you found it helpful. Thank you.